Crude oil prices continue to fall, but so does the rupee, and that is going to make imports still quite expensive. And that's one reason why every foreign exchange trader is watching why the rupee continues to slide. Almost heading towards 46, two-year low. Shabani Bagai joins us to tell us, will this slide stop? Will the RBI intervene actively?
Well, quite a painful session when we talk about rupee. It closed near a two-year low is what we're talking about, and broke an important psychological support coming in at 45.5 is what most of the trackers were talking about. We did see an intraday low coming in at about 45.69 against the dollar, and it actually adds on to a depreciation of nearly 14% against the dollar on a YTD basis, hitting most of the returns for most of the hedge funds, equity trackers, and a lot more out there. Well, what's important to watch out is clearly there's no selling of dollars coming in, and there's just accentuated buying by the PSU oil companies, by the foreign banks, which is actually pressurizing the currency movement that we're seeing in today's session. What's more important is the intraday volatility that we saw, because once it's really slipped the 45.5 mark, we did see a mild recovery coming in on an intraday basis as PSU banks went all out to sell some bit of dollars in the market. But that's something which was of no use, because it did slip in the second half as well, and that's something which is worrisome. And going forward, what is going to drive our attention is most of the analysts are expecting the fund outflows to continue and weigh down when we talk about a rupee against the dollar. RBI intervention is something which is quite synonymous with PSU banks coming into play, but clearly whatever we saw in today's session was surely inadequate to hold the rupee at current levels. What are the important levels to watch out? According to HDFC Securities, they expect rupee to weaken further to 46 and 47 against the dollar. For Barclays, they're talking about a 47 to 47.5 by year end. So clearly much more of weaknesses that's expected and underway when we talk about rupee. For Mecklai, they're talking about 46 against the dollar by end of this week.